Hello, hello. All right. Is this working? I'll be right there. Hold on. In 1 and 2 and 3. Ha! Huzzah! I made it. I made it. I think I made it. Yeah, everything seems to be right on place. Hopefully. We usually have a different setting for Sunday nights. For one moment, I accidentally started streaming on Twitch. that was an oopsie doopsie. Can't hear you. I'm used to that, but I'm pretty sure I'm being heard. Let me see. Let me double check that I have the correct microphone. I got like 3 microphones pointing at me, and I gotta select the appropriate one. This is the podcast microphone. Familiar faces. Hello, familiar faces. I need better names for a crowd name. I need to remember it. I'm so bad at doing that. But yeah, eventually, as the community and as the page keep increasing, I'll start adding all those names and keep them in tabs. I don't know, something about saying "Hey guys." It's like the neutral word that a lot of content creators use. Hey guys, hey y'all. It's like it just doesn't ring with me. I know they have like nicknames for everybody. Loud and clear, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for that. Hello, Jose. Hi. Hello, Macpuyo. Good evening. Hope you're doing fine. Hope you're all doing wonderful tonight. It's going to be an interesting episode. The title is it's not clickbait. The title of the episode tonight of the podcast is it's not misleading at all. Trust me. I got a lot to say emotionally. It's gonna be like a first time of me saying something that may concern some people actually. But please understand where I'm coming from with that title. And for those of you who just click immediately to watch this episode of tonight's podcast, the title of tonight's podcast is "Do I Regret Being a VTuber? 2-month anniversary podcast." Yes, this is yet again another special episode. Last week episode, it was my birthday episode. I don't quite count it as the as the second month anniversary from last week because it technically landed in July, and because it's July, yeah, it was still not the second month anniversary. I'm counting from. I'm counting the anniversary months, the beginning, from the literal beginning of the month. Like at the beginning of June, it was when I actually started, being more having more presence as a VTuber, showing the 2D model that I'm using right now. And I have a lot to say about that. I have to say, you all know that this program is about me sharing my experiences as a VTuber and also just general news that I see around, anime news, gaming news, even more news now more than ever, since I am doing reviews on other content creators or people that I meet around. I'm trying to interact a lot more with also the groups as well, like more like the Discord and my pages. I'm so happy to say that finally on Twitter I reached 600, which is a pretty good number. By finally being more active. A follower a day, keeps the train going. Same on YouTube. I'm almost like and YouTube is a little slower because I haven't been uploading an appropriate video, but I guess I'll answer a question related to that a little later. Hello everyone, good evening, and thank you for choosing your night or your day if you watch this on pre-recorded. And thank you for choosing to watch me tonight. My name is In-SAIN, and I will be your senpai for tonight. Don't forget that you can also watch me every night during the week. I mean, most nights, most of the night usually, at twitch.tv/SaintCisco. My username is pretty much the same in all the socials. I managed to snatch it before everybody, and I've managed to do a good job at keeping it. Hell, I even I even typed it in new video games, and so far, no one has caught it yet. That's always a relief when you can have a to-go-to username that it's like, oh yeah, finally a username that nobody has claimed. Yeah, that's why I always kept it all together. Probably it's a little difficult if I just use SAIN. I did say last week that I may change my username. It's mostly just to make it a little easier for people on Twitter to understand who I am. Just putting the brand on the name. So if you don't see Cisco on it, don't worry. It's not that I changed it completely. My username on Twitter is basically just SAIN VTuber. That's the one I managed to keep, and it's done better. It actually giving me presence and letting people know who I am when all my videos and all my posts, and just general personality. Tonight's background is the usual. It's the one that I begin with. I decided to use this one because it's a really good one. I love this. The artist that creates these really good like bedroom for streamings for VTubers. Of course, they can be used as regular white papers because they're just awesome. But it's really cool. It feels refreshing to go back to the beginning. Speaking of going back to the beginning. Yeah, let me go back to the beginning of the instructions that I need to follow. But actually, today's episode is going to be a little different. Because since it's a 2-month anniversary, I'm going to mash up all together. Well, kind of like the mailbag and the entire show is going to be dedicated to one simple thing, and that is the Q&A. It's my first time doing a Q&A. Well, I always ask questions, but not in this way. I have let me explain this a little better. I usually have a mailbag. For those of you who don't know, this is part of the housekeeping. I need to do that as well. I started with the title of Twitch and all that, but let me go with housekeeping. On this podcast, every Sunday night, I try to at least answer questions from the community or the crowd, or any stranger that needs something that needs my interaction with. Whether it's something that can be a little bit funny or a little bit serious, I hope I do justice to it. And if it's something that you really need help with, I hope I can also give it some light of positivity as well. I'm always all about positivity and your hobbies, and how your hobbies are an extremely crucial part to keep your own train running. Let's just say it like that. It's a bit more comfortable if I say it in that way. And I hope you're all hearing also the music in the background. It's always a nice touch. I try to go different every night, either different anime theme songs or just general lo-fi stations that I always like to put, even during the week. All right, so it's a pretty loaded episode, but I hope you all enjoy it, and I hope you keep up with me at a good pace. let me begin with one of the quick, the mailbag, of course, the mailbag episode. The mailbag episode. This is essentially, it feels like this is the mailbag episode because I got a lot of questions directly directed towards me. I'm going to begin with the ones from Discord because, of course, Discord community comes first. I don't want to put them aside. Let's just go one by one on the settings. If I miss anything important, please let me know. I know that there are some familiar faces in here. You can always cast questions in the chat as well if you're participating. Heck, even if you're not participating, if you're watching this and after the podcast is done, you can always send it in there. And yeah, let me go with that. Podcast mailbag on the Discord. I'm looking at them right now. I got a lot of questions right now. I'm very appreciative with that. I'm very appreciative always. I say that a lot, I know, but it's just courtesy. That's just who I am, saying all those. Hell yeah. I got a question from you too that I got over here. It's a pretty good one. Very, very good one. It's probably a lot. It actually, coincidentally, it has to do with one of the main topics that I want to touch about. It's almost in the title. All right. So question number 1 in here, it says, okay, this is a bit of a funny one. I needed some explanation for this one. Thank you, Mist, for always asking a lot of questions. Miss Zero, you're saying here, if you had an SCP-OC, what would it be? Also, what's your favorite SCP? And why is an SCP? And why is it SCP-33005? Come on, don't do this to me. I actually needed to go towards you to ask what the heck is an SCP, and I'm not gonna do it good justice. I'm gonna go over this briefly because I know you're probably giggling. You're probably giggling your butt off listening to me. You're always torturing me with these questions. So basically, it's like saying an SCP is probably like a how can I explain this? It has to do with like specimens, but like subhumans that are artificially created that could exist. And I guess I'm kind of one because I'm a homunculus myself, and who's also in a science experiments, who also resides in a science lab. Better said. But yeah, gee, I guess what would it be? I'm good with what I am because I can transform in many things. But I guess if I could be anything else, I guess I could be like a dragon, huh? Like a dragon? I almost went with that. That was actually one of my original plans, aside from like the typical demon. I wanted to go to a dragon, but some people said, yeah, you look way too close to a certain dragon that graduated from as a VTuber. I keep getting those comments to this day. If y'all don't know who I'm talking about Coco. Coco Kirui. Kirui Coco. I get those comments a lot, even up to this day. I'm not late. Oh, hello, Logan. No, you're not late. You're not late. You're right on time. This is just beginning. The night is long. I hope I do a good job, and I hope you enjoy the show. So yeah, I guess that should answer your question. I guess I could be like a dragon person, like a dragon man, dragon lady. I don't know, whichever fits best. All right. Let me move down here because I may go over. Now that I answered the first question for the Q&A. I have a very important mailbag. It's a little bit private. I will answer that in just a minute as soon as I get done with the ones on Discord, because I want to go in order. First Discord, then the private ones, and then probably the ones on Facebook because there's a lot. Oh yeah, and Twitter, of course, Twitter. Actually no, I prefer Twitter second. All right, here we go. And the other question here from the Discord as well is saying, it's been more than a month since you started your VTuber journey. So what things do you want to continue doing in long terms of content? Do you have something you like to do but you can't do at the moment? For example, VR. Where do you see your VTuber career by the end of the year? Whoa, that's a lot of questions. But yeah, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good question, of course. Thank you, Abacoa. Oh yeah, you also right here. You try to thinking of a question you could express freely. Don't worry about the type of question it is. Any minimal question, you're always doing an amazing job of that. Always keeping me busy, especially in the streams. So thank you so much for the familiar faces as always. Let me start from the beginning, cracking down this question. So since it's been more than a month. It's been wonderful. I really would like to do a lot more. I got way too many plans. Y'all know me. My streams are hella scuffed because I always try to put like a million things on the screen, and on top of that, there's so many games that I want to play I don't get to. I'm so sorry, Logan. I'm so sorry. I'll play a horror game. I will play a horror game. I hope this also answers the question in Twitter. I will play horror games. I don't know exactly which ones I want to play, of course. Resident Evil Outbreak, cough cough. It's one that I want to play. I may have to play that during the daytime when the house is a little bit more empty because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna scream a lot, and so I need to get mentally and physically ready for that experience. All that I've been playing so far is like either Genshin Impact, Pokemon, or just very chill games. Last night I did a little bit of like retro gaming. I played Mario 64, Yoshi's Island, just something that the chat was like telling me to do. Specifically, one newcomer in the chat that was like, yo, they were very hyped about seeing me, and they were just telling me what to do, over and over. But it was a fun stream last night. Always. I streamed for a long time last night. I didn't even notice how long I was streaming. Yeah. Let me see what else here. It can also be referred I'm reading the chat. Can also be referred to what may be called apparitions or aberrations. Do some research. Oh, you're talking about the SCP. Okay, I get you. I was all right. That helps a lot more. You're doing it a lot more justice. Thank you, Jose. It's fine, no need to rush it, Sain. Resident Evil Outbreak isn't that scary. I saw plenty. I get scared easily. You'll see that. I'm very. You know how active I am to reacting to stuff. So I have a lot of expressions and I yell a lot. I need to calm down when being put with something like that. But don't worry about that. Do not worry. Trust me. Let me put something in here. I feel like I should put this window in here. Maybe you should. Just to lighten up the room. Alright, my bad. I was trying to put something different. Oh yeah, maybe I should do this. I need to put this window in here. Ta-da! Oops, I'm not doing it justice by that. I wanted to show a little bit of my timeline because it always helps me with like the things that I want to express. This is the beginning of my timeline. It also helps me keep track of that. I will talk about that as soon as I finish with the Discord questions. I will get on the topics of during the week, but let me leave this picture there just for clarity. You need to prepare more for emotional damage. All right, so let me read another one. I hope that answers. Well, I didn't answer quite the question. But what about VR? VR is something that I really want to experience. I really would like the appropriate gadget just to sit down, take my time. I think this question has been asked a lot during the streams on Twitch. But yeah, I want to enjoy a lot of VR as well. I've been seeing good and bad news about VR chat, which is unfortunate. I actually saw a video related to VR chat that was left in the Discord that was related to like the downfall of VR chat. And that concerns me a little bit because I like the creativity, and apparently they're getting rid of some of the creativity in VR chat. But that won't stop me from doing something like that. I would like to just one day hang out with like all the people that are always like in the Discord. I know I usually sometimes try to do that on like the chat, the general, but it'd be fun to be on VR and see some of y'all creativity. There's some people here that I want to make into VTubers as well. That's also been a running joke for a while. If you know who you are, you're right there in the crowd. We gotta make a VTuber out of you. Alright, no more personal details. Alright, so what else do I want to try as a VTuber? Let me see if I can look at something in that question as well. I think something that I like to do but can't do because of at the moment. I guess I can do everything right now. It's just a matter of time. But I guess if I want to say something that I really, really would like to do, it would be do more YouTube videos. I would like to take dedicated time to make more YouTube videos, like actual, like, you know, beginning to end videos. I tried making them during the stream on Twitch, but somehow I can't find the appropriate formula for me to like be like, oh yeah, I need to press record now, and, you know, record during the stream and record those sections so I can express my feelings and, you know, about a certain topic and clip those appropriately. But sometimes I don't want to clip them. Sometimes I feel like I would like to edit them And editing is something that I need to sit down to dedicate a lot of time to. And because I will never, I'm not gonna be comfortable with just like releasing an entire clip. I like to add some some flavor to it. That's one thing that I really would like to do. It's a matter of time. It's a matter of scales as well. Scales, because I gotta learn. I always gotta be looking at tutorials of what to do on Twitch. Yeah. By the way, you don't need a headset for VR chat. In-SAIN wants to play dress up. Price. Yeah. I know I don't need a headset. And I know I don't need a headset, but still, I would like to have one. I like to have one just for the extra experience. Some way to move my hands and show some gestures. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Hopefully everything's good. Let me read another question by Abacoa here in Discord. Any game you like to stream? If you could have any guests on the podcast, who would it be and why? Some people will take a long time to get affiliated, but in your case, it took about a month. So any thoughts on that? VTubers that are at an all-time high, not to mention the countless of new VTubers showing up, are doing anything to stand out, and if so, what? Wow, that was another loaded question, but pretty good, amazing questions here, Abacoa. You really outdid yourself. Let's see. Any games that I would like to stream? I'm happy with the games I'm streaming. I'm not, like I said, maybe a horror game, maybe something out of my comfort zone would be good, just for the experience. Any guests that I would like to have on stream, I would, if I were to say like any guest, I don't want to shoot for unrealistic goals. Like, oh, I want to have like Hyro Mouse, or I want to have someone like E-Famous. No, I actually want to have like more IRL people that are like willing to comment on stream. You know, aside from VTubers, I know the VTuber is like a great experience, but I guess an IRL stream would be really good. Like someone showing me like their actual collection, because I can do that. I can actually legitimately do that. I can have my own VTuber like sitting on the side, and then the other screen, on the half of the screen, would be dedicated to like the camera that they're showing, like, hey, here's my collection. This is my passion. This is the hobby that I do. I like to collect bottle caps. I like to collect minifigurines, and this is all the stuff that I do. That would be pretty awesome. I know it takes a lot of guts to be like on the camera, but you don't have to show your face. You can just show the stuff that you have or your own. That would be pretty cool. That would be dope. I think I want to see some, you know, like I said, I always wanted to talk about hobbies online and just the general, you know, idea of people showing what they're passionate about. That'd be really cool. Let me lower the music a little bit on the background. I feel like I'm being overshadowed by the music in the background. Probably. Who knows? Is it? Okay. Hopefully I'm doing okay. Let me just lower just a little bit. Alright, so I can do more yelling. Let me go back to this picture. Let me hide this for 1 second. It's not doing anything with it. I was going to talk about that, but don't worry. Alright, so let me go back to the next question here. And I mean, the other part of the question is a pretty lengthy one. It says here, okay, so I mentioned the guests that I would like to have. I'd like to have more IRL people as a guest. That'd be cool. It'd be interesting just to meet other people around the internet. And okay, so this part of the question is it's very interesting, because it says VTubers, some people take long to get affiliated, but in my case it took about a month. I guess I did good, because in about a month, well, since I started streaming like more dedicated in July, like Twitch was able to see like within that span of 30 days that I was actually doing something good. I got a lot of tips, I got a lot of helpful information on what to do, but I actually just follow my own wave. I was just streaming for fun. What you guys would saw on Twitch, is naturally what I would do. I didn't really do anything special out of the ordinary, except those nights that I decided to do something wacky, like the fish stream, the puppet stream, the 2VTuber stream, all those special nights. It was just me trying to be experimental. But aside from that, you know, it's just regular gaming, regular chatting, just adding random sound effects like the literal fart jokes, just trying to have fun. Experimenting, learning as I go. And you're saying here as well, like, you know, VTubers are all-time high, not to mention the countless of new VTubers showing up. Are you doing anything to stand out? I guess I just said that. I just said that just now. But I haven't quite done anything to stand out like how I wanted to. I feel like if I wanted to stand out for real, I'd have to do something that goes viral, which is like the goal for most people, and it takes a lot of luck. It takes luck and, of course, skill as well involved. Because you can have a lot of skills, but if you have no luck, then you're probably not gonna be seen by anybody. You could draw like literally like the next Mona Lisa. You can do like the most riveting invention, but everybody's paying attention to what the popular people are doing because they just have interesting lives. They really do, and I'm guilty of also watching them. And it's not a problem if you do. If you're always watching the popular ones, it's because it's kind of a show. You're becoming a fan of the person. Therefore, you know, even if their content is like, even if the people that are big, their content is like the most minimal, easy content in the world, the fact that you're watching them is because you're interested in them. And you're actually interested also in the community around them. What is going to happen. It's like a spectator. You're not a spectator, sorry. What's it called? It's like a reality show at this point. It's not even what they play, because you can say, like they say, I always say like the usual names. So you can say X and Y VTuber is like right now just watching funny videos. You'd rather be there than watch another person who's doing something, you know, mind blowing or creating something new. But it's because you want to see, you know, you're spectating that perspective from that person's, you know, that's big, and you're part of the experience. So yeah, you always want to be where the biggest explosion is, probably. That's how it works. From the words of Girl DM, you need luck and to be ready. Luck to hit with something and be prepared to keep it. Yeah, that's well said. Exactly. Also Jacksepticeye, I said exactly the same thing. If you have a lot of luck and you manage to get like a really good a good lead, if you don't manage to find a way to keep that, you might lose it. It's easy to go to the top, but it's difficult to stay on the top. And that's the most difficult thing, staying on the top. All right, yeah, so it's pretty much it about that question. Thank you so much for all, as always, for all the comments and contribution you do to the Twitch. Thank you for talking about One Piece with me every night. Every stream turns into One Piece, as you said, Abacoa. All right, next question, a very simple and humble one here, but I like this one. Your favorite superhero and favorite or super villain? Favorite superhero and favorite this is from Nameless in the Discord. Thank you so much for asking that question. That is very interesting. I didn't, you know, it's a very fun question. I like these questions all the time, but to go straight into it with no thoughts, like favorite superhero, like DC related or Marvel related. I guess I don't want to give like a cliche answer. I guess it's obvious. There's a reason why the cliche answer could be like one of the mainstream superheroes. I don't want to say like Superman or someone like that because it's not really like the thing that I watch a lot. What superhero have I ever had like a hyper focus on in my life? I'm not really too much into the superhero environment anymore. I mean, not in a while. Huh. I'm thinking about it. I guess the easiest answer that I can give is Wolverine. I like Wolverine a lot. Wolverine is someone that always stood out to me just because of the... Okay, Wolverine is hella strong, but the limitations of like the... Okay, there's a certain part of my brain that thinks that Wolverine is very limited, just like Batman. Batman is also a really good choice. I like Batman a lot. Batman, because I you know, what Wolverine got, like, he moves fast, but not like fast like Flash. He's got claws, but he doesn't have like big guns or anything like that. It's just a dude running with pointy needles. And the fact that someone like him can do, you know, as much damage and also take them as much damage, it's really cool. And also the attitude's cool as hell. It's edgy. I like edgy characters. I like my edgy characters. I'm guilty of that. And what about favorite villain? Does Venom count? I like Venom. Venom is hella great. It's like it's the most like I know Venom is neutral most of the time, but it can be also a villain. He can be your angel. He can be your devil. I like that. I'll just choose Venom. If that's unfair, then I guess I'll go with let's see. I like Thanos. I like Thanos. All the memes. Thanos is amazing. You gotta admit it. Doesn't matter how much damage the memes did to it or the Avengers. Thanos is freaking amazing. What did I miss? Not much. I'm just reading today's a Q&A episode, Packen. Thank you so much for showing up. And yeah, I'm just reading some Q&A questions here, just having some fun, and I hope you have a good night as well here. It's just beginning, so hold on to your seat because it's gonna be a wild ride. All right. So I hope that answers our questions. Let me try to speed run a bit more. Macpoyo, hello. We're going right now to your question. I'm not reading it completely. I know the question is like on the bottom half, but I'm gonna read it here because you said something very important, and this affects the 2 months that I've been streaming as a VTuber, not streaming. You said, you're saying here, you said once that you streaming before, but barely said anything. Now you basically won't stop talking. I know you joke because it's your model. Your model was expensive. What do you feel changed within you then to now? That's a good one. I don't know. I can tell you that by the simple answer is something inside of me just clicked and said, huh, I guess I should get started. I guess I should be more active. I was very creative. I was very afraid of talking. I even said some things around my place. I said, please, I'm gonna shut the doors. Please, no one listen to me talk as much. As soon as I rip off that band-aid of me like not being quiet anymore, when I rip off that band-aid, I could not stop, being quiet. From now on, I like this. I adapted this personality. I think it's hella fun. It's fun for me too. I am not like exaggerating. It's the best experience that I've ever had. Just being the way I am now. I used to be someone before I was a VTuber, I tried giving it a shot to streaming, and it was so overwhelming. It was so overwhelming. I even tried with like PNGs. I even tried with VTubers, and I couldn't. I just couldn't crack the code of what I needed to be more active, or I just didn't know. Just the idea of being like alone in a Twitch, in a stream, just frightens me. And I understand that what's it called? I understand that feeling. I understand the feeling of like depression when you're in streaming and there's like little numbers in there. I guess that caught to me, but then I said, screw it. Even if there's no one, I'm just gonna yell. I'm just making YouTube videos. If you're showing up to my room with like zero viewers, like I don't mind anymore. I started just shouting, and it just makes sense that I should be like be more talkative on stream. It's what I wanted to do. I've always had a lot of dreams of being a podcaster, of someone who talks a lot on streams, and I guess I'm doing that now, and I'm very proud of how I'm going so far. I just need to be more organized. As soon as I'm more organized, then I'll probably have a better experience with it. But I'm so good so far. It's been amazing. I'm so glad that I managed to break that barrier and actually, go with that. You're saying that you need your emotes. Yes, I miss the Twitch emotes as well. I miss the sound effects too and everything. Even if they can break the immersion of the experience. But what immersion? It's my streams. There's messed up. Jose, you're here. You're saying here I might not limit to Marvel and DC. Heroes and villains has come to many sources and places. Yeah, I know. I was gonna say I was even thinking about My Hero Academia, but I just went with the simple answer. Like, what's a good hero in like the Marvel DC? Which is like I said, I like simple heroes. Simple heroes are able to do a lot. I like the story of the story of the underdog. Yeah, the underdog who manages to go big. It's a lot of good progression, story development, character development, all that stuff. It's good, hella good. All right, so let me continue here with the questions. Macboya, I hope that answers your question just nicely. Yeah, what changed in me? It was just, I don't know. It was a spark of the moment. That's the short answer. Hello, Mist. Once again, with one of your questions. What is the most base fandom you've been in, and what is the most cringiest fandom you've seen? Unfortunately, this question has something that has to do with SAIN development. There's a lot of SAIN development in here. I just noticed that I don't even have my microphone. What the fuck? No, not my real, not the one that I'm speaking through, but my other microphone. I like it. I like my microphone, the red one. Come here, microphone. What are you doing sitting over there? There you go. Let me take the ball out and change it to my other hand. There we go. Nice. All right. So as I was saying, saying, I can't get that out of my mind. I can't get that out of my mind. Kite Man is overpowered. Oh, you're saying that in the chat. Oh, you're talking about the superhero. Y'all talking about superheroes now? That's fun. Let me continue with the question. Most cringe. Okay, most base fandom. Most base fandom. Huh. It's really difficult. all fan base tend to be a little cringe at the end. I'm joking, but it's kind of true. Fan base have their goods. They got their bads. Most base fandom. Huh. This is more difficult than I thought. What's the most base fandom? I guess I want to say Gundam community, because they've just been like super chill about. They're very encouraging about building stuff. I've heard some bad stuff about it too, but I guess I've never been so involved, just a spectator. But yeah, the Gundam community is pretty good. Gundam, they don't fight about it. They know the plot of the anime. They respect that a lot. And yeah, Gundam is pretty good. It's pretty base. You should build Gundams. It's a fun hobby, very relaxing hobby as well. If you got a lot of time to sink in them, of course, it's pretty good. Most cringe fandom. Whew, here we go. That's the good side of the question. That's the fun part, the chaotic side. Unfortunately, I have to say that probably the cringiest fandom that I've been part of, or it's gonna be the MLP. My Little Pony. I used to, okay, let me make story time, of course. I used to be like an avid brony. I used to be an avid brony, and I had unfortunate experiences that, and not with anyone IRL, it's just the unsavory experience of like being related to some people like that. I'm like, you know what? I think I'm good. I think I have my brony experience. I still collect my own stuff that I have from my, my times. I'm not gonna discard it. I'm not gonna regret it. But yeah, there was a lot of stuff that was a bit unsavory. Unfortunately, not everyone that I met was like a bad person. I met many wonderful people that I still know to this day in the brony fan base. Like the little people who helped me in my life and people that I helped too, and it was so good. It was such an amazing experience. You're always gonna see good people inside like the most uncanny fan base as well. It just be like that, And I met amazing people that they're like family to me. They're family. You were a former brony here too. Former brony. This is like, it was like brony anonymous circle. Damn, I just noticed I can't watch this in small window. That's understandable. That's weird. Like, so YouTube usually lets you do the small window thing. That's odd. So sorry that's happening. I would say I bought some MLP TCG sleeves about a month ago. Since then they look dope. Yeah, I got some of my I got some of them still. I got some in my collection. They're pretty cool. I like them. I got a lot of TCG Pony cards, but I'm actually recently like trying to like part with them. I'm only gonna keep like the figures, but I got a lot of like the MLP card games. I never played it that much, but yeah, I got, and also the collector cards, like the one with the pictures. I have like 2 huge binders full of them, and the binders also from MLP. But yeah, I'm trying to declutter a lot. I'm just gonna keep what is like special to me, and I'm never gonna forget it. Never gonna forget this experience. Yeah, that's the cringe fan. That's the cringe answer. I could go on and on about cringe fan bases, but I'm just gonna put MLP at the very top because it had some unsavory experiences being related to it. I'm still appreciating the art, the good side of the art and all that stuff. So yeah, that's the positive that I can say about it. All right, more question here. Packin, just in time for your questions. This is the last one on the Discord. Since this is a Q&A episode, don't forget you also leave podcast mailbag questions for next week. I'm not taking any more questions for tonight, unless they're in the chat, of course, right now. All right, I have a goofy yet interesting question. In my opinion, how do you feel about reggaeton? As Boricua, you can't escape that genre. Same for me, since I was both in countries in Jamaica. It's basically created the genre. Yep, reggaeton. Oh my goodness, where can I begin? Speaking of unsavory experiences, I had a grudge. I used to have an immature huge grudge against reggaeton. I used to have it. I never liked it because the people associated with it were just extremely obnoxious. And I was not part of that. Being a nerd, I used to get bullied a lot with people in such circle. So I was starting to generalize. And generalizing is probably the worst absolute thing you can do when judging an entire fan base. Yeah, don't generalize. It's not good. Of course, the more I grew, the more I grew older, and the more I escaped the claws of schools and all that cringy circles, I still felt attacked by it. I didn't like reggaeton. I never liked it. I don't really like that type of the lyrics. They don't appeal, and they barely got lyrics. They got some nice beats once in a while. They got some nice beats, but in general, it's not my cup of tea. Not my cup of boba tea. Get it? Because I'm drinking boba tea. Anyways, yeah, I can get the good side of it, the artistic side of it, because I do now. I don't think Bad Bunny is that bad or cringe. I think he's doing what he loves, and that's pretty cool. That's dope. I remember seeing his shirts in Hot Topic, and they're pretty okay. And he's a weeb. He's one of us. No, understandable. I had a very unsavory experience with. I'm reading the chat right now. I had a very unsavory experience with a very toxic, obsessive person who had a relationship with Derpy. Oh, this is about the pony. It's why I consider the pony fans not a brony. Oh yeah, I get you. I get your feelings. Gasolina was the Puerto Rican anthem in my New Jersey hometown when it first dropped. That's funny. Don't get me into the boceteo. Ugh. Alright, I'm gonna leave it at that. I hope that answers his question, Packet. I don't think anything bad of it. I have no ill grudge. But if you're someone who's extremely cringe, then screw you. I am not gonna associate that genre with you. I'll just associate the good side of it. Just the good side of it. That's the important thing. Alright, let me stop rolling around this share and actually get to the questions on Twitch, which are very important. I said before that, let me go a bit to my timeline. Why don't you show a little bit of my timeline just so you see what I've been doing, what's been going on. This is the beginning of the timeline. The beginning of my timeline on Facebook has to do with my birthday. My birthday was on August 1st, all right? I know that I felt like I've been celebrating my birthday for a long time. It was a very busy week, very, very busy. But it was an amazing week. I've never been so busy as during my week as a VTuber as I was during this month. It was just chaotic, but I love the energy. That was the beginning of my week. That's how it started. And then up here, I got some nice. I got a lot of fan art. I got a lot of fan art as well. It was pretty good. I come with the feeling to totally find it because it's good. In-SAIN, it's not my genre either, but it's acceptable with part of the environment and growth. Yeah, understandable. I got a lot of fan art. This is my favorite Pokemon, by the way. It's Sandshrew. Sandshrew, all the Sandshrews. It can be regular Sandshrew, Alolan Sandshrew, In-SAIN slash, and Alolan Sandslash. My favorite. Right, let me close this window here. I see people trying to chat with me on Facebook as well. I like showing my Facebook timeline. Yeah, that's a bunch of things. There's a bunch of memes in here. I better hide this because just in case there's something inappropriate. Like this. Y'all attacked me. This one got a hell of interaction. All I said was that I want to ride inside the Oscar Mayor's wiener. It looks cool as hell. Why wouldn't you want to do that? It looks amazing. It looks cool. I got close to it and I took a picture. There were a lot of people taking pictures of this wiener. Alright. Let me go back to the top. Let me go like this for a second, just in case. There's more stuff that I gotta go around. Oh yeah, it's fan art. Oh, you'll see it on the top right now. But I love this one. It made me tear up so much. Thank you so much, Susano Hibrida, for this amazing, and thank you for giving me a good welcome to the monster community. Welcome to the monster family, Sane. I love this one. You see it in the corner right there. I said that I was gonna keep it right there. Yeah, it's right there. I'm so sorry for the fan art I have not uploaded during the week. I'll get to that after during the week, of course. And for a small recap, if y'all don't know, I would make an interview show. I did a lot of interview shows. I did one with different people, and it was very fun. Also, I had an epic moment catching Palkia in Pokemon Shining Pearl. It's good. I better have the clip ready before it disappears from Twitch. I gotta get more organized for that. That's why I said that I need to upgrade my YouTube. I'm a little outdated on that. Oh my goodness, check this out. This has really broke my heart too. I have a calendar from Hololive, and right now, during the entire month of August, on my desktop calendar, guess who it is? It's Tsukumo Sana. It's on the calendars page. No, it's so sad. She left. She graduated. For those of you who don't know, she graduated, and now this is staring to me. She left the members of Hololive, and that was a very heartwarming, but also very sad departure. Yeah, that's happening. Oh yeah, I also had an amazing interview with Kitsu. Kitsu was it was a really fun experience. We were practically talking about just games we like and stuff like that. Really cool person. That was also happened during the week. Let's see what happened during the week as well. I saw a lot of people tagging me in like different Pokemon memes. There's a bunch of Pokemon news going on around. Speaking of Pokemon news, my biggest hyperfixation right now is Grusha. Grusha is such a cool trainer, literally, and that's a pun because it's an Ice-type gym leader. I love this dude. Yeah, it's a man. Santa's graduation was rigged. What are you talking about? Hey Thomas, how you doing? Hope you're doing okay. So yeah, that was this is the Pokemon news. I guess it's a Q&A episode, but I will put some news in here quickly before I go to the questions on Twitter as well. It was a bunch of one. Apparently we got a brown whooper as well in there. I gotta keep hiding the screen just in case. I know people tag me in very not safe for work pictures, but luckily I have them locked. This trainer, the toothpaste trainer. So toothpaste Chan is real, but it was not real on Fire Emblem. It's real in Pokemon. If y'all don't know about toothpaste Chan, it's apparently there was a leak of Fire Emblem, a supposed leak, and there was exactly a character that looked like this one. Except they had long hair and an armor and a sword, but their hair was exactly like this coloring. I was like, maybe that was like a hint for a Pokemon character, because it was way too coincidental. So everyone used to call it Toothpaste Chan or Toothpaste Goddess, whatever name, it depends on who was saying the meme. Toothpaste Chan is real. And let me say this, if y'all want my honest opinion, since I got that also as a question, the new Pokemon gimmick is hella stupid. The new Pokemon gimmick is hella stupid. But what you gonna do? I'm probably gonna forget about it. I usually just not play Pokemon by having, all these Pokemon lying around there. I don't usually use the gimmick that much. I try to beat the games without it. But yeah, it's hella stupid. It's called, I forgot how it's called. Terrestrial. I'm just gonna call them terrestrial Pokemon. It's called terrestrial crystallization, whatever nonsense. It just makes them stronger. This is just glorified hidden power. Perry. Who's Perry? Perry the Platypus? Perry the Platypus? Alright, on to more news before going to other questions. Alright, so going on to the timeline, I was complaining about some stuff about Pokemon. Also, here's a small clip of my interaction with the voice actor that I met on Twitch, which is pretty good. You also see that as well. You should follow them as well. Mescat G was an amazing voice actor, and they participated with me. And my goodness, I was so blown away by their voice. That was also another one of the guests that I had. You're saying the new Pokemon mechanic is just Haruko Ichikawa guiding all the Light community into reading Land of the Lustrous. Oh, okay. I didn't understand nothing of that sentence until you said the last two words. I mean, the last four words. Land of the Lustrous. Such a great show. I like the anime. The anime is pretty good. Animation is top notch for being CGI. Good anime CGI? Hello? That's weird. Yeah, some more Pokemon gimmicks. Yada yada yada. Pokemon. Pokemon. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna chill. Oh yeah, that's the memes of the motorcycles with Pokemon ongoing as well. And let's see what else we got in here. Oops, nope, can't show that. Can't show the top one. That's all good. It's all good. A new Pokemon that looks like a bread. And let's see what else. Oh yeah, I got banned on Facebook. That was part of the thumbnail. I got banned on Facebook. It was for 24 hours. I got restricted because because of someone here. I gotta give all the details about that. It's just silly. I usually get like Facebook being Facebook. Suck hell. Suck is just like being suck. Whatever. I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm not salty about it that I couldn't post for 24 hours. Oh yeah, of course, look at my fish. My fish is alive and well. It's getting healthier. Hopefully it won't die soon. Finana, please don't die. I know you're sick. Yeah, my fish is a little sick. I'm trying to use a treatment to get it better. It may have like a little parasite in it, but that's from the pet shop. But I don't care. I'm trying to take care of it as much as I can. I love my fish. I love my Finana. You're saying here, Jose in the chat, I would have called that leak Fire Emblem character Colgate or Minuet. They're talking about Toothpaste Chan. Yeah. Oh yeah, here's Cat saying I was punished with the points on Twitch, and I was Cat saying for a long time, like way too long that I wanted to be Cat saying. And also there was a lot of uwus that day, a lot of cringing. It's more difficult to do uwus when you're self-aware. When you're not self-aware, it's like, oh yeah, I'll say uwu normally, but then when someone's asking you, can you say uwu for me in a more dominant way, I'm like, oh shit, what do I do now? I don't like being pressure. I don't like being pressure. I was playing Pokemon Unite a little bit with the people in the community, of course. I didn't play that much because of the internet, but whatever. I saw this. I put this in the front page of the stream. It's very nice fan art given by Kieran Yan. Kieran Yan, thank you so much for this. It's very cute. Very, very cute. I like it. I did say I was going to put it in the podcast, and I did. Silk will never oppress me, so he goes after my friends. I will have my revenge. Don't worry, Thomas. I'm okay. It was literally because of a post that I posted on your post. But that was, I'm okay with that. Alright, let me hide this for 1 second, just in case there's a something up there. Yep, thank goodness I did that, because oh yeah, alright, let me go back here so I can show this quickly. I did try out the beta for Dragon Ball Z the Breaker. Thank you for someone in Discord who sent me the code for it. I played it just a bit. Couldn't play that many matches because the connection was trash. The game was interesting. Not pretty sure I'm gonna cope it, but it was good to try it. I've never ever tried a beta before, and like this, you know, so early. I mean, I say that, but I just forget the ones that I tried. But yeah, but in this manner, I mean, and it was a good experience. It was a fun stream. A lot of farting. Not from me. Not from me. It was the chat farting. There was a lot of farting that night. That's my character. It's my OC. Do not steal my Dragon Ball Z character, please. So funny that I didn't put red hair on it. Oh yeah, on other news, Kaya and Xiao. There was a Good Smile Good Smile figures as an Nendoroid. They're gonna have some Nendoroids. There was a bunch of figure and update news as always. Anime companies trying to go after our wallets. More like, you know, figurine companies going after our wallets. There was too many figures reveals. I didn't share too many of them this time. I usually share 1 or 2 more, but this time I was more chill. Oh, there's the IRL stream that I did. That's the closest you're gonna get to an IRL stream. I may come up with something more creative. It was very sus. That's a clip of it. It ended up doing a lot of accidental things. My green screen fell on stream. It just looked weird when I do that. Yeah. I was trying to pet my own character, but it didn't work out. Trust me, that's exactly what I was doing. Look at this anime figure. Look at this anime figure. It's beautiful. This giant statue. I don't know how much it cost, but holy crap. It was like overwhelming. It's pretty good. That's a part of the news as well, I guess. And also, let's keep going in here. I'm almost done with this timeline in here, but not done with the questions. I got way too many to go. The night is still young. Night's still young. Alright, Mumei got in trouble again. Mumei, what are you doing? Mumei, stop. Yeah, this was a real thing, by the way. There was a bunch of... Mumei got in trouble, and one of her videos got deleted because there was a lot of reference to IRL, like, incidents or bad news. And then Hololive made a statement about her video, and they had to turn it down. So, yeah. I don't think the IRL thing is real. It was... I know there were some other references about catastrophes or etc. accident. And, you know, that happened. That was very interesting. I only saw it on the VTuber news that I usually watch. I didn't see it. I don't think I managed to see the video. I'm pretty sure I can find it from someone else and just watch that. Hopefully I'll be able to find it soon. And That's it. That's at least for this side. I got some questions here that I will save on base Mume being base. Mume being chaotic. I watch a lot of Mume streams. Mume's cool. Mume's cool. Very unexpected. Very. She stands out. Mume stands out a lot in many occasions. All right. Oh, on to the Twitch questions quickly. I got a big one. I got a big one here. I hope I do justice to it. It's more like advice that someone's asking me for. They need help with something that is very personal, and I will see what I can do about this topic. Okay. Say, take care. I gotta go. Have fun. Thank you, Puya, for all your for all your visits. Thank you so much for stopping by. Don't worry, I'll be fine. Thank you, and thank you for thank you for wishing everyone that they have fun as well. Don't worry, trust me, we will. When we gave Aramon, I can't say that. I can't say that. It's great, but Fauna's voice charmed me so much. Yeah, there was a time that I was very big fan of Fauna. I haven't watched her streams lately. Just been busy. Not even as a background, because I don't know. Just been trying to catch up with a lot of stuff. But Fauna's great too. Fauna has her own unique charm. Very good charm. Alright, so here's the big topic of the night. Before continuing to the this is part of the mailbag, not part of the Q&A. The Q&A is more questions directed towards me. But I need to read this very lengthy mailbag that I have right here. And it's I'm gonna keep it anonymous, of course. It's a kind of a personal question. So let me stand right in here in the middle. Whoop, nope. My comically large boba tea. Alright, there we go. Alright, so it says, Dear Sane, I have a friend who lives in Mexico who's been down in the dumps lately, and I don't know how to cheer them up. They used to have a job, telemarketing, but after being lazy and avoiding work for months, they got fired, and now struggle to find work. They're also an artist, but just starting out, who lacks the confidence in their own artwork, and constantly talking about how much they hate themselves, and saying, and they keep saying that they're not going to be a good artist, or to be loved. Their art is decent. I try to tell them that the talents come through time and practice. They're just brushing it off and rather indulge in self-loathing. Very close to home, by the way. They even said they weren't accepting commissions until they needed it. And right now, I don't know what to do, but I did commission them the moment I saw that they were open. To try to cheer them up. Any word of advice? P.S. I also constantly talk about how P.S. They also constantly talk about how they hate that they are a furry and wish they weren't disgusting. But I try to tell them that there's nothing wrong with being a furry, and actually a lot of furry end up being the nicest and most successful people but they won't listen. Alright, thank you so much for that question. I hope I do this question a lot of justice. First of all, I'm gonna say that you're doing a magnificent job at being a very big supporter. Very big supporter to your friend. You're being very helpful, not just like with the commission, but also you're being there for them. You also have to be careful because you have to also take care of yourself, and that will also have a lot of impact on how they will see your approaches. If they see, because trust me, when you're down in the dumps, people will immediately see that you may be going out of your way too much to actually help them. And that may also be kind of a burden to them. And there's really not that much you can force them to do, because forcing people to, get better is never a good idea. What you can do about this is just simply keep supporting them, to your own extent, of course, without self-sacrificing a lot from you, so they can see that they are not a burden as well. But like you say, it's all about balance. Ultimately, it has to do with them and how they see life, and just that they can remind, because you cannot control people's life and the actions around them. And unfortunately, if they live in a place that is a little bit more difficult to recover, then they really have to put their best, and you also have to wish for their best as well. You cannot be sacrificing yourself. If they see that you're doing good, some of that good may stick on them. That's the best advice that I can possibly give anyone, because it has worked on me. People that are working around me, I see them all the time being great, and I'm like, okay, and they're also being very nice to me. So when I see that, it does reflect on me. It has happened to me when I've been in my darkest moments. And let me say this one thing, of course, is I saw that the last part of this topic has also a lot of connections to something we talked about earlier. When someone talked to me about the cringe fan base, I said MLP. And MLP, I had some unsavory moments, but that never let me, being a fan of My Little Pony, of course, and having those uncomfortable experiences, being related to them, never stopped me from seeing the good people in it. And that's it's okay to be furry. it's okay to be cringe. But as long as you're happy and not affecting anybody in a negative way, if you're not getting in anybody's way, be as cringe as you want, like all the stuff you want. I am cringe, but I am happy. But no, I'm being serious. Like, I'm being serious about the whole, being who you are. You should not be, if you're someone who's not being in someone's way, there should not be a problem. Absolutely not. You can like whatever the hell you want, just as long as you're not on all the people's way. You're not stepping on toes. You're not, be doing things ethically wrong. Just do like whatever you want to like. Just like it on your own. This is not only for furry, for other fan bases as well. I know there's a lot of things over there that some people consider taboo, but just be respectful. Know the laws of the difference between. I always say this. Know the difference between fiction and non-fiction. Respect the laws. Respect the laws between them and the boundaries. Very important. But yeah, you're doing an amazing job as a supporting friend to your friend, of course. I hope they get. I wish them the best of luck and the best of success. Most importantly. I am cringe, but I am free. I took those words right out of you. I know you're always shouting them, Thomas. Kind of suck. Oh my god, you're saying I'm caught up with the stream now. I watch the stuff in 2 speeds. You watch me talk faster than I usually talk? That must have been hella chaotic. I don't think I can listen to myself in 2 speed. I can watch One Piece in 2 times speed, but I can't watch myself in 2 times speed. Boo! Don't boo me. I'm saying something heartwarming. All right. I hope that helps. I hope that helps a person in their moments. All right. So let me continue now with the questions on Twitter. On Twitter, got a couple of ones here that are very fun and very short as well. All right. Let's see here. Let's begin the thread. I posted my Q&A also on Twitter, and I got even new people that fell in the algorithm, fell on Twitch. Yeah, I mean on Twitter as well. So let's see what I got here. Let me zoom back a little bit. I want to feel like changing the background for a little bit, just to see what happens. What if I do this? Jukes, there we go. How nice. I should have something next to me though. Right now I'm in the battlefield. Oh wait, I don't have a guest. What are you doing up there? Stop. Go away. What am I doing in the screen? Well, always trying to be creative, and then there you go. Stuff happens. Yeah, that has to be away from you. Aren't we all in one way or another furries? I mean, who doesn't like Looney Tunes and Tom and Jerry among the other furries? Hey, I don't know about you, but there's no one that I like in Tom and Jerry. There's no one that I like in Tom and Jerry's. Looney Tunes, though. There are some baddies in there. I'm kidding. Don't feel attacked by that. I should be careful with what I say. That could be dangerous. That could come back. That could backfire. Alright. There you go. Here's the distraction. Hi! Hello! Right on time for more Q&A, Meowie. Thank you for visiting. Alright, so the questions that I got on Twitter from the Q&A are the following. Hey, this was from Logan. I answered this one already. Horror games. Yes, this week I'm gonna play. I said it. I'm giving my bow. I'm playing a horror game this week, whether it's on stream or not. And if I don't play it, I'll stop being a VTuber. I have to give proof that I'm playing a horror game. It's my pledge as a VTuber. I get scared easily. So I'll do that. I'll play a horror game. Which one? Depends on what happens. Alright. Who would be your dream collaborations? My dream collaboration. Oh yeah, I answered this one already. Like I said, I want to meet more IRL people. Dream. Pomu? I am Pomu. I'm not a Pomu, but I'm not a Pomu. I'm not a furry, but Lola got me acting. I'm not a Pomu. I was reading two questions at the same time, two sentences. But yeah, dream collaboration. I guess someone of the big guys. You know, I'm gonna shoot big. I'm gonna shoot big for the stars. Watch me. I saw a question here that I'm gonna exaggerate. I'm gonna be unrealistic right now. Very, very unrealistic. Okay, so next question says, if you could have an exotic pet, what would you pick? I would pick a motherfucking Komodo dragon. Holy shit! I just saw a video. Of course, if I had the financials and the space, Komodo dragon sounds like an awesome, terrifying creature. We have a deer epidemic where I live, and you're Pobu. We have a deer epidemic where we live, so having a Komodo dragon would eat them up. I saw a video, freaking Komodo dragon gobbling up a deer, like without chewing it, breaking it apart. People were saying that was fake, but of course not. I've seen dead deers on the road. I've seen plenty of dead deers to know that that was a real deer. Like, holy crap. Komodo dragons are terrifying. Just the fucking name. Dragon. It has dragon in the name. An IRL dinosaur as well. Terrifying. That's an exotic animal I would like. Favorite children's show. For example, Amphibia, Owl House, Starverse. You know what? I watch a bunch of these cartoons. I like Adventure Time. I like Adventure Time plenty. I like Gravity Falls. Pretty good. DuckTales. Oh, I like a lot of them. But favorite, I can't quite say. Maybe DuckTales would be like the #1 boomer answer. I want to say Adventure Time because the story is amazing. I seen that video. Too crazy. Yeah. I was too scared to share it. One time I shared a similar video, and in my Facebook I got like 10 people unfriend me. I was like, oh, what the fuck. Hi. Bored. You're always asking for that. Why the fuck were you asking for that? Why are you asking for that? Please. Apparently, that also goes to show. Someone had a clip of me apparently doing Vor on stream. I swear it was not Vor. It was not a Vor reference that I did. Alright, other question. Am I here? Oh yeah, I have to stretch this. Where is that other question? Oh no, that's on Facebook. Okay, so those are the pretty short questions on Twitter. Let me go to the Facebook ones. All right. Question time. Where's the thread? It just disappeared. Freaking refresh made the entire thread disappear. All right, got it. I got to it. All right, so for question #1 from the Facebook thread is, who is your favorite VTuber and which one is the one you saw first? I'm pretty sure that the first one that I saw was Kizuna Ai. Well, from my memory, because it was before, you know, the big ones started appearing, like the whole life and all that stuff. If I was the one before it, I just forgotten their name. But Kizuna Ai comes in like it's like the pioneer for most people's memories. And who's my favorite VTuber? I'm still gonna say Korone. My immediate answer is gonna be Korone. Korone can't do no wrong. Korone is Sonic's now. Korone is many things. Korone is life. It's like the epitome of like pureness. There's nothing. Korone can do no wrong. I sure cannot understand her, but whatever she's saying, I'm rooting for you, baby. All right, so next one. If you had all the Dragon Balls, you know, from like different places, what would you wish for? 5 wishes. I'm gonna be exaggerating. You know what I fucking want? All right, I'm not gonna wish for world peace, or I'm not gonna wish for like to get better, healthier. Screw that. I'm gonna wish for 1 million subscribers on YouTube. I'm gonna wish for let's see, what was the other one? Infinite bread. I gotta get bread to everybody, so everyone can know the glory of bread. Different kinds of bread. Give me the ability to summon all kinds of bread. Everybody needs to know how amazing bread is. And also, let's see. I want to think of an anti-wish. What's an anti-wish? And I was gonna say, oh yeah, eliminate Fortnite, but it's too bad. No, Fortnite is good actually. Fortnite good. Fortnite no longer cringe. Fortnite actually good. Fortnite's calmed down a lot. There's not so much Fortnite talk, but it always revives in such a cool way. Fortnite's not bad. How about I destroy Genshin Impact? That's the third wish. Destroy Genshin Impact. Is that too strong? Can Shenron do me that wish? I play Genshin Impact, but I still want to destroy it. Let's get that bread. I need bread. I need bread. I like freaking bread. It's too bad it makes you freaking... It has too many carbs. Alright, so third wish. Fourth wish. How about, I said I was gonna get greedy. What's the... Alright, how about the chat? I wish for the chat to have a long penis. Everybody. Long. Everybody's a futon now. Unrealistic. That's unrealistic, though. I'm just asking the question for fun. I'm not even... I'm doing y'all a solid. Destroy Genshin Impact because it destroys the wallet, the waifus, and husbandos. Genshin Impact is a crime. It's a crime against humanity. That's like the new target is Genshin Impact for all the bullying. So yeah, I still like Genshin Impact. I'm still gotta play it though. I need to play that Sumeru. What's the last wish? Still get a... Should I redo the last wish? The last wish is gonna be undoing the last wish. It doesn't... y'all don't deserve big pee-pee. Big pee-pee energy. Alright, next question. I'm gonna take my time to talking about pee-pees right now. Okay, if you could memory wipe and play a game for the first time, which one would it be? Huh. I think it would be... It has to be a JRPG because I got a solid story, amazing stories. How about something like Tales of Symphonia? That was like one of the best experiences that I had. I remember my hyper fixation playing Tales of Symphonia. I literally cried a couple of times throughout this story. It's so good, so good. Nothing holds strong to these days, like graphics, but it's still pretty good. Let's see, what's on here? I've known you. Okay, this question's pretty good too. I know you since you were a kid. Do you now? I'm curious. How much of an influence did a certain anime with white-haired dog boy have on your taste and directions in life? Even though I love DBC, Sailor Moon, and Mirai of other animes, I watched those on my own. I really think that Inuyasha was the one thing that pushed me into cosplay, really getting to know the anime community. Cheers, mate. Bendiciones. All right, so this is a good one because Inuyasha is my guilty pleasure. I like Inuyasha. I like how corny it is. I like how cheesy it is, and it was basically my telenovela. Every night, just watching it, it was pretty good experience. I met so many wonderful people in the community. This is why I said that I have people who I've met for a long time. Another scene where what I'm doing must be weird. This person you knew is suddenly a VTuber. It's like, oh yeah, it's kind of fun. Anyways, yeah, in general, Inuyasha had a lot of influence in me. I almost said it didn't have that much influence. It was just an anime that I watched and then stopped watching. But I guess it's the first time that I can say it was like basically the trigger for the cringiest I've ever been in my life. It had a lot of influence on the direction that I was going with my taste in anime. Because even though I like anime from early days, since I was a kid, literally since I was born, because I freaking love anime. It's not a what's that sentence? It's not a face mode. It's who I am. I'm literally anime right now. It has a bunch of influence on me and the stuff that I like. I still talk about it these days. I love it, and I met many wonderful friends because of it. So yeah, it had that influence as well. It actually made me meet someone like you, and that's something that I'm grateful. And also met many IRL people in conventions thanks to that as well. Like, oh, yo, like Inuyasha, let's meet up in here. My first Inuyasha meetup, basically in a convention. That was a very wholesome experience. I'll never trade that. That's why I said that I like the brony experience that I used to have. They're great. They were amazing. All right, so I believe that we are all out of questions for the Q&A. That was a lengthy episode full of questions. I hope you'll enjoy it. It was pretty good. This last week I didn't have a schedule. It was just me shooting whatever was going on today, because I did say that I wasn't gonna have a schedule because of the birthday stream, and everything was gonna be like with no plans. This week I'm kind of trying to stick to that because I may have streams during the day. I don't want to disappoint people that, hey, you're late. It happened one time already that people say, hey, you're not on the stream. You said you were going to be around here. What if I'm not? Or what if the time? Also, time is also key. I'll try to have a schedule this week, so hopefully that'll be a little better. But for the most, I'm mostly gonna try to stream earlier. I'm gonna try to stream earlier as well. So that's gonna be fun. I have a lot of plans. Hopefully everything goes good. Thank you all so much for visiting me on this Q&A. Don't forget to hit the like button as soon as you're done with the video, or right now if you're still there. And thank you all so much for visiting. Like the usual faces, familiar faces. I believe on YouTube I have so many viewers. On Twitch it's been growing as well, because I've been really focusing on that. Someone suggested me if I were ever gonna stream more regularly on YouTube. Not at the moment. I'm still gonna do only the podcast on Sundays, which is just me ranting about stuff that I've been through. I hope you all enjoyed this episode of tonight's the In-SAIN podcast. I did talk about the news. I answered all the questions. I don't feel like I'm forgetting anything this time. Thank you all so much for the people in the chat as usual. Thank you to Jose. Thank you to Thomas. Thank you to Meowie. Thank you to Macapullo. Thank you to Pakin. Thank you to who else was in here? Oh yeah, Abacoa. Thank you also for Logan for showing up as well. And yeah, thank you all so much for being here, being a part of this. I'll promise you I'll have many more months of being a VTuber. And overall, it's been an amazing experience. I am not quitting anytime soon. Oh, wait. That's something that I wanted to touch on. No wonder. I was hiding that. I was hiding that information. I'm so sorry for the people who already left, but I said I was going to end. Let me say this at the end. Let me say this quickly. I have something important to say. And this has to do with my recent experience with the people who created me, basically. Some of the people that created me. I've been having a bit of I'm questioning my decisions as a VTuber right now. I am planning on having a different model, but essentially basically like this one, just by someone else. It's just that every time that I see this model, it just reminds me of something unfortunate that happened, and that's starting to rub off on me. It's starting to rub off on me, and it's not a good look. I don't want to one day have an unsavory experience that I don't want to look at my VTuber anymore, because it's starting to have connections with someone who was very irresponsible, who didn't complete my work, and I'm not in good connections with that person. So yeah, I'm gonna see what I can do about that. I'm sure that some people will say it's okay, it's your model, you already have it, people love it. I'm not gonna change it. People like it as it is. I will probably do an update here and there, but that's something that I wanted to get out of my chest. It's the first time that I publicly talk about this in a video. And I wrote that before in a comment or two on Twitter, but yeah, it's been hurting me a little bit on the inside. That the fact that I see my VTuber and it reminds me of just something unfortunate that's going on in the background. Can't go so much into heavy details because I don't want to affect any parties involved in what's going on. But if you see suddenly SAIN changing VTubers that look a little different, then I hope you all understand. I'm so sorry. I don't want to get emotional. Yeah, it's something that's been happening right now. That's pretty much as I can say. Love you anyways. Model you. Thank you. I just hope I do it justice. I really love this one. I love the design. I'm never gonna change that. But like I said, I made some cosmetics might change here and there, but just the fact that I have, there's just that thing going on, it's not giving me it's not making me feel right. I feel like I should do something about that. So yeah, I didn't mean to leave in such a sad note for the night. I guess I'll do something funny. I'll do something fun. So yeah. I mean, I'll just leave that out there, and go on. Let's I hope everything turns out good during the week. I'm gonna play more games, and I'm gonna be there more often. Gonna come up with more videos. I'm still cooking up the video that has to do with like the things that I did in the month of July, and hopefully when I do that, it'll show you like the amazing things that I've been through. All the things that I've been through in the month of July. Just gonna do a recap because I know everybody can't watch the streams. It's very difficult to watch the streams all in a row, especially for the ones that are I kept too many people hostage in my chat during the night streams. They've been so wonderful. I love them. I love them a lot. I love everyone who interacts with me here and there in the Twitch chat. They're so great. even the weird ones. They make amazing moments. So yeah. I'm gonna leave it right there. I hope that was happy enough. That I trying to live on a good note. That's the good note. So everyone, have a good night. See you all as always. You know that I don't quit working. I'm always around in social medias as the social media homunculus. And this has been your host for the night. I'm In-SAIN. See you all next week. Alright, wait. I forgot something. Come back. Wait, I forgot something. Not to say something, but just need to remove these. Alright. Don't forget that I love you very much. Have a good night.